Ain't niggas step back. Most of y'all thoughts ain't even intact. Ever got kicked out the crib, then snap. Just to get snapped, nigga gotta move back. You know get cold when you sleeping in the trap. Damn, only speaking truth and facts. Frank do a lot in the booth when he rap. Cause I be the shit and y'all just crap. 7-11.
What is good, my killers? It's your boy BmanDaKilla. I'm back with another video for you guys. First, before I get into the topics, I want to say thank you to everyone that supported my last video. If you don't know what video I did a video talking about the up and coming Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution game for Nintendo Switch. They did drop a trailer as well as some more information regarding the game. It was release time for Japan and also for the West. So I thank to everyone that have shown support and still currently supporting the video right now. Is doing pretty well on views as well as likes and everything. So if you are interested in Yu-Gi-Oh, make sure you check that out and everything. Help your boy out. We're on the grad to 1K. All right. So that being said, let's talk about some stuff that came out. Now I was not aware of this until later on last night, earlier this morning. As you know, I do a little searching to see what's going on around in the gaming news, anime news, etc. And I came across that the fact that I think they were called The Wire. They had an interview talking to Sony about the upcoming console, because we all know Microsoft, Sony, all them niggas is going to be making a new console. We all know that. We just don't know when. But assuming The Wire had the interview, they got some information, including what is compatible of, what they're working and just basically all the phone one what they know so far. All right, so I ain't gonna make this video too long though, because I'm in the works of doing something. I have to leave soon. So let's get right to it. So like I said, Wired did an interview talking to Sony. Now the source that I got is from is a different source that talks about the interview, but I did get the main essential thing. And for me, when I do these type of videos, I do always provide the source down below if you want to check for yourself, because I like to spit that real shit. You feel me? So let's get into it. First thing is, now I have all my stuff in bullet points, so I'm gonna go through each one. If it's pretty self-explanatory, I'm not gonna really go into it, but if it's something I feel like I want to talk about, I'm gonna go and talk about it. Alright, the first thing is, console isn't named yet. It's self-explanatory. We assume it's the PS5, but it could be something else, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna call it the PS5. If they don't, that'd be weird. But yeah, we assume it's going to be PS5. That's the code name that's been given by all of us, since they don't have an official name for it. They said that this console that's going to be coming out will be compatible for PS4 games. That is awesome. That is very awesome, because as you may know, a lot of us still play a lot of games on the PS4, especially on the Slim, the Pro now, because the Pro has gotten a little cheaper now, because I've recently just got a PS4 Pro and everything. People are still buying the console. So yeah, a lot of people are buying the PS4, the system, and buying games digitally on PS4, a lot. So you want to be able to like, hey man, we can't play on PS5, whatever. So you can play it on that. You can play it on it if you get you a PS5. Speaking on that subject, there will also be physical copies. Physical discs, for the console. So, as we may know, with physical media dying out, there's still people who don't have the greatest connection of internet. So, the only way they can actually, keep up what's going on is by getting physical copies. I myself, I'm a person of that. Internet's not great, but I still like to get a physical copy of things here and there, just for just for a feeling of nostalgic reason, because eventually everything will be digital. But we're not at that point, and to still have the choice of getting physical copies is great. So still that middle role for everyone to have the equal opportunity. Next, we have that as we are going to the next generation of console gaming. This one is going to be a little bit gentle, and by gentle I mean that a lot of the games will still be coming out in PS4 format as well as PS5. So think of it as, even with PS3, as it was dying out towards the end of the cycle, they were still releasing games for PS3, and then later on in the PS4 cycle they started releasing games for PS4. We're kind of going to get that same thing as well. I just think maybe in this scenario, we're gonna still get a lot of games for PS4, especially the fact that the PS4 Pro does support some of that extra, 4K, depending on what TV you use, things like that, because it has a little bit more offered than the base PS4, and just the fact that people are still buying this console even to now. You know what I'm saying? It's selling a lot. And so that's good that, it's not a forceful push, but it's like, hey, even though you still get PS4, you're still getting games, and I still think the graphics, even on PS4, looks very good. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we just need a lot more improvement with the specs, things like that. But yeah, so going forward, this has it has an AMD Ryzen CPU, meaning that it will support 8K resolution depending on what TV you run as well. So, and a little bit on that, I did see something too that this might not entirely be true. They are working on that. They're trying to get it to 8K, but it might be something similar to that. So that's still kind of indecisive right now, in between. But they are working on trying to get it up to that. All right, and yeah. So depending on the TV as well, because I know I have a big screen TV. And they use it has HDR rendering, so on certain games, like if I play Destiny, Horizon Zero Dawn, has that very high def rendering graphics and stuff like that. And I think even now they recently they did a update for simple sampling for people that don't have those expensive TVs to kind of get that high def graphics, but depending on the game you're playing, it can kind of get close to it. Not a 4K, but kind of a better texture of the graphics and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. Next we have 3D audio is possible through the AMD sound card. Basically this is more into VR, so if you are a VR user, you will be getting that feature for the PS5. So that's cool. I've never used VR, so I don't really know too much about that, but if you do, hey, that's cool. I was eventually thinking about trying it out, but I don't know. We'll see. Things might change. Next, we have the PSVR headset. It is also compatible for PS5, so that's awesome to you guys that have the VR headset. So you can only play it on your PS4 and your PS5. So that's awesome. That's actually pretty good though. So that means y'all not being left in the dust and stuff like that. So y'all can just easily be like, hey, I ain't gotta worry about getting a new headset or no new PSVR headset. I can just go in and just play on my new system. So that's good. Save you guys some bucks too. Next, we got custom Radeon Navi chip will support ray tracing. Basically, that means it does more for games as far as just adding more lighting, more realism to games, things like that, and that's some of the sort. So that is basically what it is. So we will basically have a lot more immersions and more realism in the game, as far as graphics, things like that, etc. And then we have hard disk will be on an SSD, which just means solid state drive, which will lead to faster load times. That is great. And if you don't believe me, there was also one part I did read from another article that they tried this method on the PS4 and the PS5 when they were playing Spider-Man, and on the PS4 it took about 15 seconds, and then on the PS5 it took literally less than a minute. You know what I'm saying? 0.08 seconds. So that's a very big improvement of load time. And I think this is like when they were fast traveling, like fast travel on Spider-Man and things like that. And that's what they were trying to compare it to. And I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it from what I can gather. Like I said, it's a lot of the stuff that seems pretty solid, and some stuff that's still a little bit itty bitty. Like I said. But this is great, and I'm not sure when this console will be released. It hasn't really been announced yet, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it sometime, probably 2020, 2021, maybe, or at least 2020. They might start talking about it a lot more, be open with it, but we probably not gonna get no release of probably 2021. I'm stretching it, mid 2021. So we got a little bit more time because there's too many games coming out PS4 and everything. So even though it's been in development, I think 4 years. I think 2014 since the around the time that PS4 was announced, shit like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited for the PS5? Are you going to get it, or are you just gonna wait till it gets on sale? Let's have a conversation in the comments down below. And because yeah, like I said, I just bought a PS4 Pro. I've been enjoying it. I actually like the PS4 Pro and everything. And I'm not in a rush to get it right now, and I'm glad to know, even as I was gathering these notes, that it's not a big rush to get the new console out. And for everyone that's probably on a budget and they can't afford the newest console, they can at least like, hey man, when I actually get my bread up, my cheddar up, I can upgrade and everything, and I can get the next console. And hopefully they might have like a little sale, like a little like kind of those when you trade in your previous console, you get like a little credit or something like that. That'd be cool too, so people that can like they don't have to pay as much and everything like that. That'd be cool too. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, I won't make this video too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you thumbs up the video if you appreciate the information I provided. Subscribe if you're new. Like I said, I try to take a lot of my time to do these videos, so every little bit of feedback, like, subscription, all of that means a lot to me. Like I said, I want to hit 1K, and I would like to bring the best content I can bring to you guys. So it means a lot to me. All right, so with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. BmanDaKilla out. Peace. Love you guys.
Yeah, the rebels, nigga, we the fucking best. Y'all don't want it, y'all can't want it, y'all shouldn't want it, we the worst upon it. Got so much thing, got so many problems, got so many haters, they the motivators. I'm a cake chaser, not a hoe chase, I'm a money maker.